My 9-year-old daughter, Elena Love, passed away a little over a year ago. She was dealing with asthma and a viral infection, and one morning she transitioned to heaven instead of going to school. A few days after she went to Jesus, there was a moment where I wanted to end my life so that I could see her. So at one point during the early morning, I woke up hearing Andrew Wommack explaining how I had so much to be grateful for. And I turned my mind towards the things that he was naming that I should be thankful for. God was speaking to me. He was saying, relax, I have her. She's with me. No one can care for her like I can. Andrea, live. 2 months later, I enrolled in Charis Bible College, Atlanta, and it was the best decision I could have made. God used Charis Atlanta to help me stay focused on the spiritual things, God's love, His grace, and so much more. To know Him is to live life free from all forms of death, including depression. So being at Charis is God's way of comforting my heart so I can comfort others. God has used Charis to fortify my life with such encouragement, and so now I want to pour out that encouragement on others like never before.
Welcome to a special edition of Gospel Truth with Andrew Wommack. We're on the campus where everyday lives like Andrea's are being changed through Andrew's teachings and his discipleship school, Charis Bible College. Today, Andrew is joined by CEO Billy Epperhart and Executive Vice Presidents Mike and Carrie Pickett as they present a vision that will engage your heart for the future. And now, here's Andrew.
Welcome to another very special edition of the Gospel Truth broadcast. All of this week I've had on Billy Epperhart. He's my CEO. He's at the opposite end of the table. And then Mike and Carrie Pickett. They're the Executive Vice Presidents of our ministry. And God is just doing some awesome things here. Of course, He's working all around the world. We don't deny that. And we aren't thinking that we are the only ones. But God is doing something really, really special here.
Amen.
And I talk about it sometime on my program and mention it, but we are trying to really highlight it because this is something that's bigger than any of us, and we need people to help us. So we've been trying to give the whole vision. And if you've missed any of these programs, please go back and look at our previous programs because we're trying to highlight just individual things each day. But really, you need to get the full impact of what God's doing. It's really, really awesome.
Amen.
Yeah, I would encourage if you've missed the last two, it is just powerful. And like Andrew just said, this is a special week of just revealing the huge vision that you have and what our partners have already helped us accomplish, but inviting them into something that's gonna last for generations.
And let me say that Billy has been around forever. He says he's only 39, but he's older than he looks. And you've been associated with major ministries, so you have a perspective. I mean, you really have known a lot of leaders in the body of Christ. And you say this often, but your perspective, God is doing something here that
special
is really, I mean, it's nearly unique. We aren't the only ones, but it is special what God's doing.
Well, you know, I whenever I talk about that perspective, you know, I always say, you know, Paul made it clear, you know, we don't compare ourselves with ourselves, and so that's not the point of it. But right now, Andrew Wommack Ministries is now in Charis Bible College, one of the largest ministries in the world. And we base that just on everything God's doing. And if you look just in the last 5 years, the ministry here has doubled. And so the size, the scope, the influence, the numbers, and very candidly, the finances have doubled. And so when you look at that and you look at Charis and the amount of student population that we now have coming in, all of these buildings that we're talking about are necessary. And just to be clear, we have 3 big rocks as we come to the partners today. We have 3 big rocks that we believe God has called us to move or to accomplish. And the first one is a total of 6 new dorms. The second one is to stand up the Gospel Truth TV, where we're able to go around the world with that. And then the third one is this massive student activity center. And so to get all of these things done in a time frame that makes sense to handle the growth of the ministry.
Yeah.
It's going to take the kind of finances that we've been sharing in the previous programs.
Yeah.
And you said that we've doubled in 5 years.
Right.
If our dreams come to pass the way we're presenting it, we're going to double in the next 3 years.
That's correct. And
Well, our student body is just increasing. We're, like we said in our last couple episodes, we've run out of classroom space, we've run out of office space.
In the past 2 years, we've increased 150% when it comes to our student body. We've gone from 800 to over 1,200.
And that's so exciting because these buildings aren't about buildings. It's about housing all of the hunger of lives that want to be changed by the
And I
word.
tell you, I've been in ministry for 56 years, and I've been dreaming of this and pointing in this direction, and it just seems like it's our time.
Amen.
I mean,
Due time.
things are working, and I think, Billy, you responded to that it's just, I don't know, I honestly can't take credit for it all. It's just God has positioned us and is using this. We've graduated, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's around 12,000 graduates that are now all over the world, on every continent of the world.
And this coming September will be the 30th year of Charis Bible College, and seeing how many schools we have around the world over.
And that's 56 years of Andrew Wommack Ministries as well, 30 years of Charis Bible College, impacting 22 different, or I should say in 22 different nations right now, impacting dozens more with sending out students all over the world.
Yeah.
So those of you that haven't been watching every day, on Monday we talked specifically about student housing. We've got 2 student dorms that are being built right now that we're trying to get done by August so that we can accommodate the incoming students. We have 4 other dorms that we've planned. We've already poured the foundation. We've done a lot of the work on that. We've spent how much money all in the last year or 2 on
so we're right at $20 million currently just on the dorms themselves, and we've got another it's about 55 million, somewhere around there. So we're almost halfway. We're headed there.
55 million for the total 6 dorms.
Amount for 6 dorms.
And so it's amazing what we've already done, but in order to get these 2 dorms done, we need an additional $1 million per month.
That's right.
But then we're going to talk about this more later in the week, and if at all possible, please listen in, because we've got some things to show you about these new programs that we're doing. And those of you that have ever been part of one of our musicals that we do with Robert and Elizabeth Murin, they are over this new project that we're doing, and they're awesome. It's going to be first class.
Amen.
But today, we also talked about Student Activity Center yesterday and showed you some footage. If you missed that, please go check it out.
The most beautiful photos of your vision. It is phenomenal. You want to check that out.
But we also went, this was at Billy's suggestion about 2 years ago when we really started getting serious about, we got to get this done now. Billy suggested that we go touch somebody else's vision and see what we're headed towards. And as we went to ORU, Liberty University, Rhema, different places, we realized that even though our student numbers were, growing, comparable to what was going on, we didn't have the facilities, specifically athletic facilities. People aren't only spirit. They got a body that needs to be taken care of.
Yes.
And so we've come up with a student activity center, and this is all preliminary, but our architects have put together a kind of a fly-through that'll show you some of the things that we're talking about building on this student activity center. So, the athletic center. So let's look at this athletic center fly-through, and I'll narrate it, but this is entering in on the bottom level. And this is a climbing wall that we have there. As we go past that and up, there's going to be an 8-lane bowling alley. And then we got all the foosball and ping pong and different things like that. We've got an equipment rental things where people will be able to come in and get the equipment. And that's going to be parking underneath there. It's going to park 400 and something cars. There's all kinds of exercise equipment. These are 4 racquetball courts that we're going to have, 2 pickleball courts, 3 basketball courts that'll be there. And then there is an elevated jogging track around you call it an Olympic or
Olympic size
ice hockey.
That's where Billy's going to run every day.
And then we got exercise equipment there. And as we go outside and turn around, there isn't a flat spot on our whole property, so I just built a soccer field and baseball field on top of that building.
That's amazing.
So that's going to be our athletic center, and that is going to be, counting the parking, 440,000 square feet. And that's our lodge that we have on this property right now. As it goes on, we're going to have to put in roads. This is going to be a bridge across a county road that will go over to our north campus over there. And on the north campus, we're going to put in a hotel and conference center, a performing arts center, and then a lot more student housing, dorms, individual homes for families, duplexes, quads, and things like that.
And I think
awesome.
that's a powerful thing you just said, because it's not just the dormitories. We're not just this. The 𝗓𝗃 Bible College isn't just for young people. We have a lot of families. We have a lot of kids, young families that have kids that go to the community schools and stuff like that. So it is attracting families and young people. So we're building for all of them.
And this is truly part of a student life. This is a university campus that we're building out here. That's going to be fully equipped, as Andrew had mentioned. Just the fact that we are spirit, soul, and body. We're going to have intramural sports, having probably the highest ice hockey rink in the nation there as well. It's very possible. Sure. I think right now the Olympic training center for ice hockey is down in Colorado Springs. So to have this up here in Woodland Park elevates it another 1,000 feet. So
no pun intended.
Elevates it. But Andrew had mentioned this before, just the fact that universities are turning so woke. It's gone from education to indoctrination. This is truly building out a safe place to be able to send our kids, to be able to come ourselves, to discover what is the calling that the Lord has on our lives, and equip us for success in every area of life, whether it's in ministry or in business or in government, whatever those things might be. Truly, this ministry is reaching out to all the different 7 mountains that are out there that are available to the public, and truly making us influential for the future.
What I love is just going through, when we go through the class every day, first year and second year, you've got young kids that just came straight out of high school. They are developing and enriching their own relationship with God. It's no longer under mom and dad, but they're becoming who they're called to be, even at a younger age. Then you've got young families that are coming, and they may have 2, 3, 4 kids. They are learning and really raising their kids up in an environment that they never even had, because they grew up in religion. Then we've got an older generation that they've retired, they've done business, they've owned homes, but now they're saying, I'm ready for the next season of really impact of my life for the kingdom of God. And they've raised their kids, and now we have parents with their kids. We've got grandparents with their grandkids all going through school at the same time. And this is a university environment that's going to raise everybody up together. That's why even the rec center, I'm excited, because we're going to have, kids stuff going on in there. We're going to have it for the teenagers. We're going to have, we mentioned this the other day in some of our stuff, we're going to have youth camps and children's camps, just to start raising up that next generation to be radical, unloved, uncompromising for the Lord.
And this really and truly is a place where people are being equipped and being sent out, not only after they graduate. Also, we have every single second-year student goes on an international mission trip. So this becomes a training campus for people being empowered, taking the gospel all over the world. It really does get them. It stretches them out of the mold, out of the normal, makes them think beyond themselves, and empowers them to go forth. So this is something that's going to be happening for generations to come, as Carrie had mentioned. It's not just a one-time seed that you're sowing in, but this is going to be going on till Jesus comes back. It's going to be equipping people for generations to come, seeing lives radically transformed. They themselves realizing that the world is not about them, that it's about how they can impact other lives as well. So, and the education that people are getting are not just for themselves, it's for the people that they're going to impact in the future.
Amen.
And many people are upset with the way our nation is going, and they recognize these universities, like I think it's Harvard now, has an atheist chaplain. Doesn't even compute.
It's like an oxymoron.
and the statistics show that 70 to 80% of Christian youth renounce their faith within 1 year of college. People are upset with that, and the wokeness and the protest, where they're against Israel defending itself, and on and on you could go talking about things. People are upset, but what do? This is one thing you can do.
Absolutely.
We are raising people up, and we are building this campus to accommodate a very minimum of 2,500 students. Now, Mike and Carrie are firmly believing that we could accommodate 5,000 with the
Oh yeah,
things
we're going to
that
have morning and night. We're just going to get them all
but
in.
anyway, my faith right at the moment is for 2,500. And this is another thing that's a problem I see on the horizon, and that is that I'm 75 now, and I've been on television for 24 years, daily television, and I plan on being on for a while yet.
Amen.
But I don't know how long I'm going to stay on television. And right now we are subsidizing Charis Bible College through my ministry up to the point of millions of dollars per year. Now we're as it grows, the student housing that we're talking about, it's actually going to be a positive cash flow.
That's right.
And so this is part of the thing to get Charis to where it's self-sustaining, so that when I'm not on television,
So it can go for generations.
But at the same time, these buildings that we're talking about, there is no way that we could charge tuition enough to be able to pay for all of this.
No.
So this is one of the reasons that I'm coming to my television audience. Right now we have some of my networks that I'm on have expanded so that now they're saying it's over 6 billion people that we can reach on this planet out of like 8 billion people, 7.8 or something
That's
like
amazing.
that. We are reaching nearly the entire world, but out of that billions of people, certainly there are millions of people that watch this program on a daily basis that have been touched. And when we're talking about all these buildings and the money, some people just think, well, man, what can I do? Did you know it doesn't take much if we had every person do something? And as I prayed about all of these programs, the Lord just spoke to me and said, challenge people to have $1 a day faith. Some people think, well, that's not very much. But did you know $30 a month, $1 a day, over a long period of time, we're going to be building the rest of my life. And I suspect that this is going to be a 10 to 15 year program. But did you know $1 a day would be $365 in a year? And then you multiply that times 10, you push that up to $3,600. And if you could have $2 a day faith, $60 a month, and then $3 a day faith, they would get all of these things that we're talking about done. And so I'm just challenging people to be a part of that. And Billy, you mentioned this briefly on our program yesterday, but there's more than just like $1 a day, $2, $3 a day, but there's multiple ways. You can go to our website and see that you can build a room, you can build a quad in these dorms, but then also we have legacy giving. Tell people what that is.
So we have a program that will help people that can give now or even give after they've gone home to heaven. And that program, we call it our legacy giving. And so far we've had $160 million that has been identified.
And that's only been in like 18
in
months.
In the 18 months that have been identified, that people have actually pledged toward, from their assets, pledged toward the ministry here. And we've had about 6 million or so this year that has come in or is coming in that we know. And so as we look at that, that's another way that people can really make a big impact through the legacy giving. And we help them do that, Andrew, through a program that we call, it's called Free Will. And what Free Will does is Free Will helps them prepare their will in a state, and it's totally free to them. So if you're here today sitting, it's totally free to you. It doesn't cost you anything, and you do not have to leave the ministry as a designee of that. We'll do the will. Free Will will do it. We pay for all of that. No, there's no cost.
We actually pay Free Will.
That's right.
To be able to provide that service free to the people that get it.
Yeah, that's correct. And so because of that, it'll help them not only be able to have an impact with us, but it can help them in their family and other things that they may feel that the Lord is directing them to do in their estate. And so you can go to the website, right, to our website at awmi.net. or you can call into the ministry as well on the phone center, and we'll be happy to help guide them through this. So we call it legacy giving, and they can make a tremendous impact for the ministry by doing that.
Yeah.
And so let me say that we're trying to give you an overview of the things that the Lord has shown me that I'm confident that He wants me to do. So we've already talked about student housing, we've talked about a student activity center, we've talked about expanding our Gospel Truth TV that we've had to where we're producing our own programs. We're going to have to build sets and not just sets, but into our buildings to put the sets in. We are totally out of space. And so we've talked about all that. Today we were talking about the athletic center, but did you know we also have a vision, I have a vision of putting in a hotel and conference center, a 350 bed hotel and conference center, because people that come here, there's not really very much accommodation hotel wise. So it would be good for our conferences, plus it would help the students, like if family wants to come and visit them, come to graduation, come to special things that are happening. So we've got a couple of pictures of that. This is just an artist rendering. This is very premature. I'm not sure it'll look exactly like this, but these are some of the ideas of a hotel and conference center. And up on top of that thing, we are going to have the best view of 𝗙𝗂𝗄. It is beautiful.
You know, Andrew, you mentioned that we have 24 to 27 events every single year happening here at the campus, whether it's productions or conferences, all these different things that are going on. So this is really a key. It's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure that's currently on the town. A lot of people have to stay down in Colorado Springs and come up the mountain every single day. So this is going to be a tremendous blessing, and plus it's going to have an event center there as well. It's going to seat quite a few people, I think 350 people. And so smaller events can be had there as well. So it's going to be a real blessing to the community.
You know, it's so powerful, and like what you just said about the events is a huge part of your vision. Not only is it the Bible College, but again, those 24, 25 events that we have here. So I know many of you as friends and partners have come, or maybe you've even watched our live streams, the Healing is Here conference. You know, we have thousands, literally thousands that get healed every single conference. Our summer family Bible conference, where we bring in all the kids and the youth programs, literally life-changing. So many kids get born again, spirit-filled, baptized during this time, parents and kids getting baptized together. Amazing things, the men, women's conferences, the business conference that Billy does. There is such an equipping that isn't just for our students on campus that are living here, but then also for all of you that want to come in and be equipped, bring your family in for these really powerful events, but being able to also enjoy the campus while you're here and just really get away and having a time with the Lord.
And so Billy had mentioned that we have this legacy giving. You can go to our website and it'll give you all of the information that you need about that. Also, we have the cost per dorm, the cost per room, the cost per quad, which is 4 rooms put together, and there's multiple ways to give. But you know, as we were talking about this, these numbers just seem huge to the average person, and it's like, well, what can I do? Again, I just felt like God told me that there's people watching this program that you could have at least $1 per day faith. That's not that much. And that would allow us to get these 2 dorms finished by August of 24 and accommodate 150 something new students that would be able to live there. Then we also need to start building out for these sets, this virtual production. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow, I think, on our program. You don't want to miss that, because this is going to be spectacular. Our ministry is built on a 30-minute program that I've been doing for 24 years on television. This is going to expand it to 24 hours a day, and it's going to it's got the potential of being huge. And so $2 a day faith would get these dorms built, plus get the other 4 dorms built, and this virtual production and all of these things. And $3 a day faith, if we could have people join with us at that level, that would also allow us to get this architectural and all the permit process going on our Student Activities Center. And we've just got so many things going. So I'd like to really encourage you to pray about it. Many of you have watched this program. You've been blessed for years, and yet you've never responded. And you know, I don't have a problem with that. I love you, and I'm just here. I'm doing what God's telling me to do, and if you never responded, I'd still love ministering to you. But we are asking people who've been blessed. The scripture says that if you have been fed, that it is a godly thing to give where you've been fed. And I would encourage you to pray about this. And certainly, I believe that we could have people come up with 33,000 people come up with $1 a day faith. That would allow us to get these dorms built. $2 a day would allow us to get the dorms and the programming done. And then $3 a day faith would allow us to do all of that, plus put in this student activity center. Amen. So I want you to pray about it, and our announcer is going to share with you and make it more clear and put it into perspective for you. But please pray about it, and if the Lord speaks to you, join with us and become a partner today.
To those watching this broadcast today, there's never been a greater opportunity to change your world through Andrew Wommack Ministries and Charis Bible College. We invite you to scroll through our website at awmi.net/vision to find your perfect place of partnership today. If you have questions or would like to speak to someone on our helpline, call 719-635-1111. Once again, that's 719-635-1111. Andrew's staff members are here at work on our helpline 24/7, and they would love to speak with you. Call now and let them know what God has spoken to your heart. Let's remind you of the powerful ways you can make an eternal difference today. Whether you're increasing your partnership or looking to become a partner today, you'll be making a huge difference for time and eternity. For $1, $2, or $3 a day, that's just $30, $60, or $90 a month, you can join with an army of 33,000 friends and partners to do the following. With $1 a day faith, you'll help Andrew see the 2 Grace and Faith dorms completed by August of this year in time for fall enrollment. Having 2 residence halls is critical, one for male students and one for female students. With $2 a day faith, you'll help us complete the other 4 dorms for a total of 6 completed residence halls by August of 2025. Plus, you'll build a production studio dedicated to the new Gospel Truth programs coming out of the Charis Film and Production School. And with just $3 a day faith, you'll help us do all of this, plus launch construction on the very important Student Activity Center that will serve the need for more classrooms, meeting rooms, cafeteria, underground parking, and much, much more. That's for just $3 a day or $90 a month, less than half the price of a daily coffee. Maybe you want to make an even bigger impact on Andrew's vision. Well, there are other options available on our website, including sponsoring a dorm room and legacy giving. Scan the QR code on the screen, go to awmi.net/vision, or call 719-635-1111 to talk to someone on our helpline. You won't be talking to a stranger. Ministry staff are at work on our helpline 24/7. Call now and let us know what God is speaking to your heart. No gift is too large or small in this effort. Let's do this together and watch what God will do when we partner together. We pray God's richest blessing on you as you exercise your faith with ours. Visit our website or call our helpline for more information at 719-635-1111. To write us, use the address on your screen.